do an impromptu live stream real quick. Um, it's my birthday today. I'm in Port Rowan, Ontario, celebrating with some friends, and I saw the news earlier this evening, and I just wanted to do a quick live stream. Tonight would be normally ammunition live stream. Ammunition, I guess, would be 56 or 57. I don't remember. Anyway, but that's not happening. We're instead doing a quick impromptu live stream, of course, because of the recent news out of the United States, Butler, Pennsylvania, which is, quite frankly, about 115 kilometers that way from me, because I'm in Port Rowan, which is right across Lake Erie from Erie, Pennsylvania, and Erie, Pennsylvania is just you know 50, 100 kilometers, not even that, probably 50 kilometers north of Pittsburgh. So anyway, well, what happened today in Butler, Pennsylvania is pretty insane. I think, you know, I think the media probably have some of this on them. You know, for 4 years, they've been talking about how he's a threat to democracy. He's Hitler. He's Orange Hitler. They've vilified him in every possible way they can. It stands to reason that eventually somebody out there, some nut, is going to take it to heart that he would be somehow a hero if he were to take out Donald Trump. And that's exactly what I'm sure this guy was. Of course, the memes are flying around about Trump, you know, being unkillable, that kind of stuff, being like Neo in the Matrix. There's some memes showing, you know, Trump dodging bullets like Neo in the Matrix. It's, you know, it's humorous. I'm glad that, you know, people are able to look at this and find some sort of like levity in it, but it's still pretty serious. Yeah, it seems strange to me that a guy could get up onto a roof 150 yards away, and that would ever happen, that Secret Service could ever allow that to happen. But I guess they were only responsible for the area in which he was. But you would think they would understand that 150 yards away, a rooftop 150 yards away, is you know, it's within range of somebody determined to shoot at a former president. Now, be that as it may, apparently he was taken out right away, like really fast. But there was a not so lucky audience member standing, you know, I guess looking at the back of Trump when this bullet came through, went through this guy's head and nicked Trump's ear. That's my understanding. Or it's the other way around. The gunshot came directly at Trump, hit him in the ear, and went beyond and killed the audience member. Apparently the bullet just like exploded the audience member's head, so it was an instant death, which is sad, but like at least it was quick, kind of thing. Either way, yeah, this kind of fucked up shit is what happens when you employ this kind of rhetoric about your ideological opponent. And this is the thing I've always said to people who are liberal friends of mine. There's a difference in how we look at each other. So when I look at people who I disagree with politically, I just think they're wrong. I don't think there's any malice in what they hold and the ideas they hold. But for people on the left, my liberal friends, they truly believe that anybody who anybody who believes a more conservative point of view, they think they're evil. They think they're just bad people because it's been drilled in their head, the otherizing of their ideological opponent, as opposed to just seeing them as somebody who disagrees. It's sad because I know, like, a lot of my friends are just like this. And you know, I'm thankful that I got guys like Irving Twin around and Pox Toxic, you know, the degenerates, the fringe thinkers, because if I couldn't have reasonable conversations with people about this sort of stuff, I think I'd go mad. So, and I can't do it with most people I know because none of them are really that well versed, and a lot of them are left leaning, and so they think if you believe this way, you're evil, or you fall into some sort of category of person. And yeah, I tell you what, I think Trump just jumped probably 10, 20 points. I mean, it's so silly. they do exactly what they shouldn't do in order to elevate this man. Now, when I say they, I'm thinking like, okay, there's a conspiracy to assassinate Trump. Very well, might be. He might have been a Manchurian candidate. Who knows? Apparently, he was an Antifa guy. I have no idea. In any event, he could have been like, he could have had like a. My buddy was saying, he probably had like a trigger word that he was told, and that's what made him go do it. But apparently, he posted that justice would soon be done or something like that not too long ago on social media. I don't know how true it is. This is a rumor coming out about who this person was. Some Antifa guy who made posts, but I don't know how true it is. Hasn't been verified by anyone as far as I know. Um, it's ridiculous the kind of reporting that was put out there too. The media basically instructing their anchors and instructing their announcers not to speculate on whether or not it was an assassination attempt. Don't add any gravitas to the situation. Just report the news, just report it as it is. Blah blah blah. Uh, until we know more, it sound if somebody tells you who in official capacity tells you that it was noises that sounded like gunshots as opposed to actual gunshots, report that. All this stuff. Be completely blasé about it. Be completely disingenuous about it. This memo leaked apparently. Now the veracity of this memo, I don't know, but apparently this is what was leaked around to different organizations. What do you call it? Newsrooms, studios, or whatever. But anyway, no, it is kind of ridiculous how some outlets are reporting popping sounds heard at Trump rally or Trump fell at rally, Trump injured as he falls at rally, like this kind of shit. And I saw a post on X about a woman who was in where was she? She was in some like hotel bar or mall or something like that, and nobody knew. There was the TV channels, like the TVs that are on display in these places. They weren't tuned to actual news. They were tuned to some other stuff. Nobody was aware. If they weren't looking at their phone, they weren't aware. Yeah, hell of a day, man. But anyway, sorry there's no ammunition tonight. I'm out of town. I'm with friends, and I just got this news earlier tonight, and I thought I better. Well, I don't need to, but I thought I'd like to speak quickly about it. I don't know. Looks like we got somebody watching. One person watching, probably Irving Twin. Irving, if it's you, say hey. Send me a text if you're watching, Twin. And yeah, make a comment if you guys are watching. I think I can see them. But anyway, yeah, I'm a little dismayed. I'm just like, it stands to reason this was going to happen. Uh, like I said, based on the kind of way they've been painting President Trump for years, uh, calling him every awful name in the book. But that's typically the same tactics that the Democrats will always use. They've always called their political opponents, particularly at the federal level, all of the worst names in the book. They did it to George W. Bush. They did it to George Herbert Walker Bush. So it stands to reason they're going to do it to the guy who's the actual threat to the status quo, Donald Trump. And they did in spades. And then this is what happens. But you know what? Like, they handed the guy a fucking gift. All of the photos that are coming out right now showing Trump, with this, it's weird. This double smear of blood across his face, which almost looks like it had been put on by a makeup artist. It looks so, perfect, perfectly defining this gnarly gash on his ear. It's yeah, it's and then there's this photo. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but basically it's a photo that somebody snapped between the legs of Secret Service where Trump is down on the ground, his face facing the floor, the sunlight shining from behind his face, so putting him in profile, and then the blood streak coming down across his face and being illuminated by the light. It's like, wow, like that's Time cover of the year, man. Time magazine cover of the year, right there. It's Yeah, it's a hell of a day, and it happened on my birthday. Can you imagine that? I'm 54 years old today, so it's kind of messed up. Anyway, I don't know what else I want to say about it. I wish we were doing ammunition tonight. What a night to miss this, What a night to not have the ammunition live stream. But it is what it is. I'm having a great time with my friends. I'm in a relaxed place. We're having a great time up here at Port Rowan. Going down to Long Point tomorrow. Check it out. But all I got to say is, Godspeed, President Donald J. Trump. Here's to a quick recovery. I know you weren't seriously injured, and my sympathies to the families who lost a loved one. I think somebody else was injured too, and I hope they have a speedy recovery. And I just hope that sanity comes to the United States soon, and that all of this chaos will also pass, and we'll move into something a little bit more serene. But who's to say? Just a short live stream, folks. I'm going to end it right there. I appreciate you all. Appreciate you all watching, and yeah, take care.